Hi, this is Chef Dianna Prince, and today I'm going to show you how to make my very special homemade salsa. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm taking 3 avocados, and I already peeled them, washed them and peeled them, and I'm going to do this by hand, this scooping. I'm sure there's something you can use to do it, but I'm just going to take them and take the seeds out. These are really ripe, so it doesn't take much. I'm going to take them out like that. I already chopped up my black olives because I had them whole, so you can just get chopped ones, or you can keep them as big as you want. My favorite thing to cook with, like these days, is jalapenos, and of course you have to add it. Now, because I'm not going to be baking or frying or doing anything with these jalapenos, they're going to be really spicy. So I love my knife that I have here because I can chop up everything very finely if I want to. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to begin chopping. And also remember as well with jalapenos, once you get to the top and you get to the seeds, that's also very spicy. So you can choose to not add the seeds or keep them in there, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make a large amount of salsa today. A nice big bowl. Now I'm going to cut these, but I'm going to cut them again as well. I would never leave them this big. I mean, if they're just raw, just like this. And I say this, and see, here come the seeds. I say this every show. If you're cooking with jalapenos, please make sure when you're done that you wash your hands. You'll regret it if you don't, and you touch your face or your eye or you know, a cut or something that you have. And if you have a cut on your fingers when you're chopping these and handling them, you will definitely feel the burn. So I'm going to try and chop these up fast here. I want them to be small pieces because, again, I'm not cooking them, so they're going to be it's going to give it a nice little kick. I'm also going to be using some green onion, and I guess what they called shallots. So I'm going to start at the beginning of the green onion, which I believe is called shallots, and work my way up onto the greener part of the green onion. Let's see if I can get a lot of these at a time. And then in the end, once I mixed the chunky salsa from paste that I'm going to use, and we use medium because I really don't think unless you want it extremely hot because of the jalapeno seeds that are in here and the jalapenos that are raw and uncooked. You're gonna get a nice big bite, but it's good flavor. And I don't add any hot sauce to this or any black pepper. You definitely don't need to. So again, here's my green onion. And I'm going to start with the beginning, which is the shallot part. I love to cook with these. I used some in my my eggs this morning. Just these, some Mrs. Dash, and some butter, and I had some wonderful eggs. Very good. Now I'm going to use as much of these as they're going to keep cutting freshly. And it looks like these are pretty fresh because they are still doing their thing. There's one there that's not. Alright. So I have some of this, which is perfect guacamole seasoning mix. I don't think that you necessarily need this because of everything that I'm doing, but, ooh, my goodness, there we go. I've been adding it to it all the time, and it says to add, I think, 2 or 3 avocados. So as you can see in there, and it always makes me sneeze when I smell it. It's so strong, whatever's the seasoning that's in there. So I'm adding everything here: my green onions, my jalapenos, and my black olives. Now, if you wanted to, you can chop up some cucumber, fresh cucumber, and put in this, and you can chop up some fresh tomatoes and put in this. Now, here's my medium paste. This is what we're kind of working with here at this point. So I already had a bottle almost halfway full, so we're gonna use the rest of that. And personally, I like my salsa very cold. I don't like it warm. And the second jar I have here is from the cabinet. So I guess I used about a whole jar because now I'm ending up with the same amount left in there. Now I'm going to take a good handful of my 4-cheese blend, and it's Mexican. A nice good handful. A little bit more maybe. Okay, now spoon. Oh, I like this spoon. It's a multi-purpose spoon. I love it, even though my dishwasher is ruining it somehow. I love this spoon. So if you wanted to, you could have taken the avocado and actually chopped it up. When I get avocado that's not as ripe, which is still good, where you have to really kind of cut into it and just make chunks, I love doing that too. But with this, since these were so ripe, I'm gonna go ahead and just squish them, so to speak, mash them up in here. And that's really how you're supposed to do it, I believe, with the recipe that comes with that packet. But I always make everything my own. Just like the paste, chunky salsa is just, that alone is good with just chips. So, you know, I kind of just, and then one other thing that you can do with this, instead of layering it and having like a 9-layer bean dip or 6-layer bean dip or whatever, you can take this and you can add refried beans. Refried beans, to me, they're good when they're cold, they're good when they're warm. And you can add them in here, and it is so good with all of it mixed together. So I'm gonna probably leave some of it chunky, but I really, like I said, I love this spoon. It's so multi-purpose. But this is what we're ending up with here. And I'm gonna find a chip from my favorite, giving my shout outs here to the what is it, Tostitos, the Scoops. And this should be very, very yummy. So this is what you're looking at here by the time you're done. You have black olives, jalapenos, shallots, which aka green onions, and 4-cheese Mexican. And then of course inside the chunky salsa you have from Pace, you have everything. And then I added also a packet of seasoning, and it is very, very yummy, very, very spicy. And there you go. So there is my recipe from Chef Dianna Prince, and you can check out anything that has to do with my modeling at diannaprince.com. Thank you.